Hey everybody, it's Dan with Pain For You. It's a crisp 20-something degrees out. Wind is blowing a little bit, and I've got a nice little sunrise coming up behind the woods behind me. It's beautiful. Anyway, today's video topic is going to be, are you obsessed? You know, there was a talk recently about rumination, right? Ruminating on our stories, getting stuck in story mode. And obsession is fairly close to that, because if we're obsessed with something, we can't really let it go. We keep on going back to it and back to it and back to it. And we just really stay on something. And typically obsession is not on the good stuff. It's usually on the bad stuff. It is obsession on everything that's wrong with our life, right? And so if you find yourself obsessed with or thinking about all day long or ruminating on your pain or symptoms or family or spouse or parents or kids or your job or the fact that you're having all of these symptoms and you can't get out of them, or your asshole doctor who dismissed you as somebody looking for medicine and drugs, and your asshole doctor who just told you that they don't know what's wrong with you and they don't think you can get better. You know what I say to those doctors? F you. But are you obsessed with these constant negative thoughts that just hold us down? It's like, you know, holding us underwater, and it's so hard to get up and get a breath when all you're doing all day long is just hashing out everything that's wrong with your life. And I'm not saying this in a critical way or a judgmental way, but it's so common. And when you are struggling with pain, even once you find out it's TMS, we still obsess on fixing ourselves. We obsess on doing the process right, quote unquote. We obsess on being perfect in our TMS approach and protocol, and am I doing this right? I get so many messages from people going, here's what I'm doing. Should I do it this way, or should I do it that way, or should I do it that way? Look guys, this process is messy. There is no perfection. There is no perfect way of doing this work. Again, if you know it's TMS and you know what TMS is, you got the foundation. You also need the foundation of believing that emotions have no meaning other than the meaning you assign to them. So if you think that emotions are bad or make you a bad person, you got to go back to that, square one. Because as long as you think emotions are bad, you're going to keep running from them and repressing them and rejecting them. So once you've got the foundation, knowing that emotions are safe and that you actually can handle them, you got to get into the emotional discovery. If you know about all this stuff and you've been watching my videos for a long time and you're not doing a daily practice where you actually sit down and allow yourself to feel these deep guttural emotions, you're not really doing the work. Hate to say it. So once you get the emotional discovery, then you got to move on to the mindset stuff. And look, I've said it over and over and over again. The mindset is just as important, if not more so, than some of the emotional discovery, right? Because you could be doing all of the emotional work that everybody else is doing, but if the rest of the time you are obsessed with fearing, focusing on, freaking out about your symptoms or your pain, it's going to be really hard for your brain to say, this is no longer important. I don't need those neural connections anymore. So are you obsessed with your pain and symptoms? Are you obsessed with everybody who pisses you off? Are you obsessed with the stories of the reasons why you're so pissed off? Are you stuck in story mode? Are you stuck ruminating on everything that's wrong with your life? Well, look, I'm going to encourage you to become aware of aware of it. Think back to yesterday. How much of your day was obsessed with, and I'm saying this in an inflamed kind of way to kind of get you to realize that some of us are obsessed. And it's not because we want to be, it's just that we're so full of fear and anxiety about everything that's where we go. So awareness, mindfulness, knowing that you have the ability to watch your thoughts as they happen. And I'm trying to stay in this view because the sun peeking through those trees is gorgeous. But back to awareness. You need to start listening to your daily thoughts and your constant daily thoughts. And if you are constantly on the pain and focused on it and fearing it and really obsessed with trying to fix it, your attention is being placed somewhere that is not going to help you. It's only going to keep you stuck. Are you obsessed with fixing yourself, right? And one of the main points I want to make here is if you are so obsessed with fixing everything that you know for sure is wrong with you, not just the symptoms, but everything else, we can become self-help junkies. And if you are obsessed with fixing yourself, that really assumes that there's something wrong with you, that you're broken, that you're not what you want to be. All right? If you weren't obsessed with fixing yourself, then that would come from a place of, I already love myself. I'm already a good person. I don't need to fix myself because I'm already good, right? And I will encourage you to get to that point because you're all right as you already are. What if you don't need to fix yourself? Sometimes maybe you do want to change a few things about yourself. But do it from a place of love. Do it from a place of, I want to be a better person. I want to do more. I want to do this. I want to do that. And this is exciting for me. As opposed to, you're a piece of shit, Dan. You've got to fix yourself because you're messed up. Right? You see the difference in the self-love and just trying to grow and move your life to a different and better place versus coming from a standpoint of critical, you better fix yourself because you're a piece of crap. So if you are obsessed with fixing yourself, with fixing your pain, with everything that's wrong with your life, with all the people around you that are causing all of this angst, you're not helping yourself. Become aware of where your focus is all day long. If it's on the pain, you gotta shift. You gotta shift away from that because focusing on the pain all day long will keep it wired. You gotta shift your attention away. You gotta get to the point where you're like, look, I hurt yesterday, I hurt the day before that, and the 750 days before that, so, okay, it hurts today, so what? How much fun can I have today? Where can I place my attention that will actually bring me some joy and smiles and maybe even some laughter? When was the last time you laughed? Well, no, you're too obsessed with fixing yourself that you can't afford to laugh because that would be fun. And I can't have fun. I'll be happy when the pain's gone. I'll be happy when I'm done with this crap. Look, if you're saying I'll be happy tomorrow, let me remind you, you're never going to be in tomorrow. It's always going to be today. You have to decide to be happy today. And I know for some of you guys and gals, you're sitting there going, Dan, you just don't get it. You don't have my life. You don't have the people around me that I have. You don't have my symptoms. My symptoms won't let me be happy. Okay. Even laying in a bed unable to move, you can still find some joy. YouTube videos, I don't know, TikTok is the latest craze. There's a bunch of really stupid videos on there that sometimes give me a chuckle. I try not to spend much time there. But think about this. Are you truly obsessed with fixing yourself? And if so, that comes from a place of lack, that there's something wrong or missing, right? Sorry, the light is weird with this sun coming up. Maybe if I turn around it'll readjust. There it goes. Yeah, so I don't know. I just find that some of the folks I interact with on here seem very much obsessed with everything that's wrong. And all I'm going to suggest is that you do a 180 on that, turn around and say, you know what? I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the emotional discovery. I'm going to soothe myself. And the rest of the day, I'm going to go about living my life. You know, fixing yourself from TMS or ending this TMS stuff, this chronic pain, this distraction pain, these chronic symptoms is not and should not be a full-time job. If you are spending all day long reading books, watching videos, trying to, you know, heal yourself all day long, you're obsessed. And again, if you were to say, I'm going to get fit, and you go to the gym, you're not going to work out in the gym all day long because there's a point of diminishing returns, right? You just can't do that all day long. Same thing for this TMS approach. You can't be doing it all day long. It's just too much. Do the emotional discovery, soothe yourself, and then go on your day. And if the pain starts screaming at you, oh well, here we go again. Been here, done that. Not a big deal. I've been there, I survived it. I just posted a meme several days back that reminds you that your track record for making it through a bad day is 100%. You've made it through all of your really bad days. So if you're having a really bad day today, you're going to make it through this one too. And knowing that with confidence, yeah, it's going to suck. I get it. I've been there. Been stuck on the floor. Spent a lot of my 13 years on the floor, on my back, avoiding things, you know? So, I don't know, this whole concept of obsession. Are you really obsessed with everything that's wrong? Are you obsessed with everything you gotta fix? And are you making it your full-time job to fix yourself? Sorry, the light keeps on changing as I point towards that beautiful sunrise. I'll point to it again. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, guys, it's 20-something degrees, and even though I'm wearing my gloves, my hands are starting to freeze. I gotta go inside. I just really wanted to talk about this because so many of us can get obsessed, and we think we're doing it for a good reason because we're really just trying to fix ourselves and heal these symptoms and the pain, and we can take it too far, for sure. So begin noticing where your thoughts are on a daily basis. Begin noticing if you are constantly focused on everything that's wrong with you, on your symptoms, what's wrong with everybody else around you. Because as I talked about, the reticular activating system, whatever we believe, the brain will look for and look to confirm it and prove its truth. So if you believe that you need to be fixed because there's so much wrong with you and there's so much that's broken about you, your brain, it's a scanning device. It's always going to be seeking and scanning for what you believe. And if you believe that you are broken and need to be fixed, you're going to become obsessed with it because the brain's going to constantly go, yep, there's proof that you need to be fixed. Oh, look, there's more proof that you're broken. There's more proof that you're damaged emotionally or physically or whatever it may be. Proof, proof, proof. So being obsessed with this belief that you need to be fixed, that may be part of the problem, because brain science just says the brain's going to look for evidence of whatever you believe. So maybe realize that beliefs are based on what you choose. You can choose what you believe. Do you choose to believe in Santa Claus, or do you choose to believe that he's not real? I hope your kids aren't watching. Sorry. But we can choose our beliefs. We can choose our beliefs about ourselves. And so perhaps if you can turn and look in the mirror and say, you know what? You've been through a lot. You've survived up until this point. You've done fantastic. I believe I'm a good person. And I love myself. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're a warrior. You've survived. You're still surviving. You're still getting up every day and kicking. You're not going down without a fight. But please, if you find yourself obsessed with fixing yourself, self-help, if all your books on the shelf are all self-help books, you might be obsessed, because that really comes from a place of, there's something wrong with me, or I'm not good enough. You are good enough. And as far as the pain goes, don't be obsessed with it, because that'll just keep it wired, keep it locked. So become obsessed with having a great day. Become obsessed with finding reasons to laugh and have joy. Right? Become obsessed with connecting with others. Maybe not obsessed. That can come across as a little bit stalkish. We don't want you stalking everybody, but become obsessed with finding joy and happiness. And don't say, I'll be happy when the pain goes away. Because you're basically saying, I'll be happy tomorrow. And you will never be in tomorrow. It's always today. So guys, I'm going to give you one last view of this sunrise. It is gorgeous. And yeah, my mouth just froze. I say gorgeous with a T. No, it's gorgeous. But I think I'm too cold, so I got to go inside. Love you guys and gals. You're not broken. You're already good enough. Your body's already well. You just gotta convince your subconscious brain to let go, and you do that by getting the right pain-free mindset. And that mindset is basically, symptoms, whatever. What was I doing? And going back to your life. So we'll talk to you guys and gals in the next video, and we'll see you soon. Love you.